Hello everyone, welcome you all in my new video. So basically you can join me through Telegram, and this is my WhatsApp number, and do one thing, please subscribe my channel. The topic is porosity. So in the last video, that is the part 1 of groundwater geology, uh, we learned the basic definition of porosity, that is the volume of voids in the rock soil and the volume of total total volume of the rock. So the porosity is the ratio of volume of voids and total volume of rock. So this is the definition, basic definition of porosity. So the value will be in fraction. So from here we will get the value in fraction, and in terms of percentage, the value will be, the definition of porosity will be Vt minus Vs divided by Vt into 100 percentage. So simply just multiply the entire value by 100. So basically the unit of porosity is the ratio of volume. So there is no unit, so the porosity is dimensionless quantity, and we can represent it in terms of fraction or in terms of percentage. So this is the value, this is the formula in terms of volume and in terms of density. Porosity phi is equals to 1 minus rho b by rho m, where rho is the bulk density, that is the density of entire sample, and rho m is the density of mineral or solid particle present in the sample. Now next we learn that void ratio. So the void ratio is the ratio of volume of void to volume of solid. So it is simply denoted by E, and which is equals to VV by Vs. So VV is volume of void in sample divided by Vs, that is volume of solid in sample. So next is the relation between porosity and void ratio. So phi is the porosity and E is the void ratio. So phi will be equals to E divided by 1 plus E. So this is the relation between porosity and void ratio. Next is sample of, if we collect a sample, so the sample is in shape of cone, that is the volume of, that is in the shape of volume. So the volume of cylinder is equals to pi r square h. So the volume of cylinder is pi r square h. So this is basically the basic definition of volume, basic formula of volume. Next is volumetric water content. So the volumetric water content is defined as the volume of water divided by volume of the sample. So if we collect a sample in which the ratio of the amount of water divided by the ratio of the amount of sample, amount means here volume. So the value we will get in terms of fraction or decimal. So in terms of percentage, what we will do, theta v will be v water, that is volume of water present in sample divided by vt, that is total volume of the sample into 100, and the unit will be no unit and the symbol will be percentage. Next is gravimetric water content. Gravimetric means here related to weight. So basically this is the ratio of weight of water divided by weight of the sample. So here Wt, total weight of sample, total weight of the sample, Wd total weight of dried sample, which means without water. So WT minus WD will give the weight of water. So gravimetric water content of the sample, which is denoted by theta W, and which is equals to weight of water divided by dried weight of sample, and in terms of percentage, theta W, which is equals to WT minus WT divided by WT into 100%. So this is the formula in terms of percentage. Next is saturation percentage of sample. So saturation percentage of sample is defined as percentage of pore space that is filled by water. So how much amount of pore space is filled by water is in terms of percentage is known as saturation percentage of the sample. So the formula for saturation percentage sample is theta V divided by phi into 100%, where theta V is your volumetric water content and phi is your porosity. So theta V will be volumetric water content and phi is porosity. So this value will give you saturation percentage of the sample. Now moving towards the problem. So the problem is an undisturbed sample of medium sand weight 484.68. So here given that undisturbed weight, that is total weight of a given sample, is 484.68 g. Next is the core of undisturbed sample is 6 centimeter in diameter. So if diameter d is 6, so its radius will be represented by r and the value will be 3 centimeter. Next is 10.6 centimeter height, so h will be 10.61 centimeter. So next is the sample is oven dried for 24 hours at 110 degrees centigrade to remove the water content. So sample is dried for 24 hours at 110 degrees Celsius for removing water content. At the end of the 24 hour, the core sample weight is, so dried weight is, that is represented by WT, which is equals to 447.32 g. Next is determine, so we have to find the value of bulk density. Second is void ratio. Next is water content. Fourth one is porosity, and last one is saturation percentage of the sample. Saturation percentage of sample. So we have to find these things. So we have to find this, and these are the given parameter. So first we will find the bulk density. So basically here given that r, which is equals to 3 centimeter, and h, which is equals to 10.6 centimeter. So the core is in shape of cylinder. So the volume of cylinder will be pi r square h, so that will be 3.14. The value of r is 3 into, and the value of h is 10.61. So that will give near about 299 8386, and the unit will be centimeter cube, or we can consider it 300 centimeter cube. So the volume is 300 centimeter cube. Next is what we will get. We will get the volume. So the bulk density, definition of bulk density is that is rho p, which is equals to the simple definition of density is mass upon volume. So this is the simple definition of density. So bulk density, that is total density, will be equals to the total mass of sample divided by total volume of the sample. So the total mass, which means in the sample there are some kind of matter as well as some kind of void. So mass of solid, which means you can say mineral or rock, plus mass of void, which is divided by total volume, means volume of solid plus volume of void. But here we have to put mass of void is 0, because void is filled with water. Void will be filled with air, not water, so that will be 0. So mass of void will be 0. So the mass of solid, which is only mass of solid, that is Vs, which is divided by total volume. So this is bulk density and so mass of solid, only solid, is here given as 447.32. We will not consider this weight, we will consider this only, the weight of solid, not the weight of solid plus water. So the mass of solid is 447.32, which is divided by volume is, we calculate the volume of sample, that is 300. So divided by 300, which is equals to 1.4919, and the unit will be gram per centimeter cube. So the value of bulk density we will get 1.4919. So next is, we have to find next void ratio. So the void ratio is represented by E. So volume of void, that is Vv, which is divided by volume of solid. So this is the formula for void ratio. So the volume of void we have to find, and volume of solid is volume of solid and also we have to find the volume of solid. So first we will find volume of void. So the volume of void will be so first we will find volume of solid. So volume of solid, that is Vs, which is equals to, volume will be weight of solid divided by density of solid. So weight is WD, that is weight of dried sample divided by density of solid. Density of solid, that is here given that assume the quartz is predominant in the sample. So the density will be 2.65 gram per centimeter cube. So density will be 2.65 gram per centimeter cube, and WD, which is equals to 447.32. So 447.32 divided by 2.65. So that will be equals to 168.8 centimeter cube. So this is the value of volume of solid. So volume of solid, which is equals to VV, that is 168.8 centimeter cube, and volume of entire sample, that is VT, is equals to 300. We calculate here for a cylinder, this is VT. So for cylinder we calculate VT. So this will be VS. So the void, that is volume of void, VV, equals to the difference of total volume and volume of solid. So total volume is 300 and the volume of solid is 168.8. So that will be VV will be 131.2 centimeter cube. So the volume of void we will get 131.2. Now the void ratio, that is E, which is equals to VV. VV is 131.2 divided by VS. VS is 168.8. So that will give 0.78. So the void ratio will be 0.78. So what we find here bulk density and void ratio. Now water content, then porosity. So next is water content. So the water content is defined as the ratio of volume of water to the volume of sample. So the water content is defined as volume of water, that is ratio of volume of water to volume of sample, and this is represented by theta V. So theta V, which is equals to VW, that is volume of water, and divided by VT, total volume of sample. So VW, which is equals to volume of water, and VT, volume of sample, that is total volume of the sample. So for VW, which is equals to the weight of water divided by density of water. So VW, that is volume of water, is equals to weight of water divided by density of water. So density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. That is density of water, which is equals to 1 gram per centimeter cube, and weight of water, which is equals to total weight of the sample, that is 484.68 minus weight of dried sample, because the sample was put at the 110 degrees Celsius for 24 hours to remove water content. So that will be 447.32. So that will give 37.36. So the weight of water will be 37.36. So the volume become VW, which is 37.36. Now water content, that is theta V, which is equals to volume of water, that is 37.36, and divided by volume of the sample, that is 300. So this will give 0.1245 gram per centimeter cube. So the water content will be 0.1245. Next is porosity. So porosity phi, which is equals to Vt minus Vs divided by Vt. That is, Vt is total volume 300, Vs volume of solid, that is 168.8, which is divided by 300, that will give 0.4373. So this is the porosity in terms of decimal, and in terms of percentage, that will 0.4373 into 100, which is equals to 43.73%. So the porosity of the sample will be 43.73%. Next and the last one is saturation percentage of the sample. Saturation percentage of the sample, which is equals to theta V divided by alpha into 100%. So basically, saturation percentage of the sample is defined as the percentage of the pore space that is filled by water. So how much amount of pore space is filled by water? So theta V, where theta V is water saturation and alpha is your porosity. So theta V, which is 0.1245, and alpha, that is 5, which is equals to 0.4373 into 100, which is equals to 28.47%. So water saturation percentage of the sample is 28.4%. So here please note that this value and this value we will put in terms of decimal, not in terms of percentage. So that will be in decimal. So the water saturation percentage is 28.47. Now next problem is the porosity of the quartz sand sample is 38.41%. Determine the bulk density of the sample given that quartz sand density is 2.65 centimeter cube. So here given that porosity, which is phi in terms of percentage, that is 38.41 percentage, or we can say 0.3841. If we convert this percentage value in decimal, so simply what I did, just divide 38.41 by 100, so that will give 0.3841. so we have to find the value of bulk density. So the definition in terms of density is phi, which is equals to 1 minus rho b divided by rho m, where rho b is the bulk density, that is total density, and rho m is the density of mineral. And given that rho m, that is quartz sand density, which is equals to 2.65 gram per centimeter cube. So phi, which is equals to 1 minus rho b divided by rho m. Rho m is 2.65 and phi is 0.3841, which is equals to 1 minus rho b divided by 2.65. So rho b divided by 2.65, which is equals to 1 minus 3841, 0.3841, and rho b, which is equals to 2.65 into 1 minus 0.3841. So that will give near about 1.63 gram per centimeter cube, because the unit of rho b is, the unit of rho m is in gram centimeter cube, so unit of rho b will be in gram per centimeter cube. So bulk density will be 1.63. So the answer will be 1.63 gram per centimeter cube.